Hello everyone, we are at the Paley Fall Previews for the new series You on Lifetime that I am so excited for with. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sera Gamble. I'm the executive producer and co-creator of the show.
That is like the best title to have, I must say. That is incredible, very cool. What I think is so fascinating is you also did a lot of producing and writing on Supernatural, which is a very creepy show, and now you're kind of doing the same thing in a different way, because obviously Joe is very creepy, but it's not a supernatural type phenomenon.
Creepy might be my brand. I don't know. I love horror stories. Really. I love the darkest fairy tales. I love horror stories, and You is about the horror story underneath the love story in a way. On the surface, you feel like you're watching a great romantic comedy, but we're telling you about the thriller underneath. That's probably what it has in common with the other shows you're talking about.
Yeah, I love that, because obviously rom-coms are great. You know, I've obviously watched All the Boys I've Loved Before on Netflix, and I love those types of shows, but to have a backstory that's more intricate and explores other parts of, you know, the human psyche is incredible. So what do you think is kind of the best way to incorporate this kind of creepiness into the show, if that makes sense? Is it through camera angles, mise-en-scène? How are you accomplishing that?
Well, I mean, our job as the writers, we're just to infuse the scenes with both, right?
Yeah.
Use those tropes that you love from, you know, going back to the classics, like we talked about Say Anything and You've Got Mail a lot, but also the new ones, like the ones you're mentioning. And a lot of it was the brilliant work of our directors, starting with Lee Toland Krieger, who directed the first 2 episodes, and Marcos Siega, our producing director. They balanced the beautiful golden feeling of being in a romance with a lot of stuff from David Finchery kind of vibe, you know. So we kind of sit right in the middle between the two, and there are a lot of visual cues that you're picking up on as you watch. That sometimes it's sweet, and sometimes it's what's underneath the sweet.
I love that. Well, thank you for for also including kind of the lighthearted nature of the film, because I do like scary movies, but there has to be a touch of like comedy in them, or I will just not sleep at night. So
I feel the same. I feel the same. Yeah.
And obviously the show focuses on, you know, online stalking. How do you think people such as myself, millennials, who are kind of in the younger generation but obviously love social media, can, you know, protect ourselves from people like Joe? Because I feel like there really isn't a way.
Yeah, on some level it's an unanswerable question, because really what's happening is, as a culture, our privacy has kind of gone out the window, and for that reason, we all have to make adjustments. I mean, it's easy for us to say be smart, and you should be smart. Don't always geotag yourself. Maybe wait to post the selfie till you're somewhere else. Don't tell people when you're out of town.
No, I do not.
But at the end of the day, also just know people might not be what they seem at first. We have to be discerning and take a while, and you know, we all need to hold hands and adjust to this kind of new world order.
I definitely agree. Well, I'm feeling much better because I pretty much abide by everything you say, and yeah, obviously my accounts aren't private, which is probably the best way to avoid complete stalking, but that's okay. I mean, in this industry, your life is pretty much inevitably out there. So
exactly, and that's the point that we're making on the show, that there is a tension. You can't just put all your stuff to private. If you want, your career might depend on having a social media presence. So really, the first step is probably to stop judging people who put themselves online and start talking about how we can all be a little safer.
I love that. You are just, I love everything you've been saying. Thank you so much, and congratulations on this show. I can't wait to check it out tonight.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Bye. Thank you.